お帰りなさいませ。アイン様。
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stone Face Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here to watch some Overlord. Last time on Overlord was the Giant of the East and the Demon Snake of the West, where Ainz reprimanded Lupus Regina for her failure to report on Carne Village. Lupus Regina states that she did not think it was important, but Ainz informs her the Nefri's value and orders her to protect him, Henry, and Lizzie above all else. Afterwards, Ainz and Aurora goes to find the Giant of the East and Demon Snake of the West to see what monsters they are. They discover that the Giant is a large troll named Goo, and the Demon Snake is a Naga named Rayarius. Ainz offers them to submit or die. Rayarius quickly complies after failing to escape. However, Goo refuses in the two duel. Goo attacks prove ineffective, and Ainz neutralizes him, and the remaining trolls and ogres. Afterwards, Ainz and Demiurge review the menu for dinner. Ainz is planning when Ainz is informed that the village is under attack and gives Lupus Regina permission to engage. So, in terms of where we are in the arc, we are now in a point that is incredibly full of action. Or we hopefully anticipate they will be. It's not beyond me to expect that this entire episode, they're just gonna be troops moving in or something, and they surround the city, and then nothing happens. And then the actual fighting happens next time.
I think my problem is voice crack.
Yeah.
I think my problem is that my remembering of the season, I may be putting events in different positions as I tend to do,
Right,
because
right.
in my memory, Overlord is half as long as it actually is.
You've cut out quite a bit, yeah. I know that feeling.
So this is either the first big thing that I'm excited to see. Well, I don't know. What's next episode's name?
The episode after this one is Invitation to Death. This one is Two Leaders.
Right. So this might be the first. Yeah, I think this might be the first episode with the first big event that I was excited for this
Oh
season.
yeah.
If I'm
There we
remembering,
go.
if I'm remembering correctly, because based on the episode of the next title, blah, 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 based on the title of the next episode, if I'm putting that down correctly, I think that's the start of the second big event. So, yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think this one should be exciting. However, slightly disappointing for reasons I'll get into when it's on screen.
Right. No, I expect maybe there'll be something happening. As far as predictions go, when it comes to action, there's nothing to really do other than say like heroes probably win. We got Lupus Regina, who's been a focal character. We got our three people on the ground who are actually important humans to the plot. So I anticipate just yeah, sure, a lot of action might focus around them and Lupus Regina like popping in and like saving them from numerous things.
Just to clarify,
That's all I can predict, I
just
think.
to clarify, Griff, who are the heroes?
Uh, dang, I just closed it. I think it was Henry, the potion maker, and the adventurer.
No, 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 not of the specific fight or anything. Who are the heroes of the show?
Uh, that would probably be the protagonist here. That's what I mean. The protagonist will probably win. Because
So you're
that's what
saying,
Overlord is. Are you telling me that there's like a fight Ainz and crew have been in where they've intentionally lost?
are you telling me that the protagonists of the show are the heroes of the show?
Certainly, nobody watches Overlord and goes, I really hope Ainz never finds his friends.
You're taking a really weird angle on this, but I appreciate it. It's I feel like you've taken what's the only vector I can win this argument on, and that's how you're going. All right, if you think Ainz and company are the heroes, then all right, let's keep watching.
Alright then, so in that case, let's go ahead and watch. But before we begin, everybody, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. Top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can check it out over on the Patreon. Just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure. It's all sports channel, just a little bit extra.
大丈夫すぐに準備するよ
That's right, little kid, you're going to war.
I mean, she's a little sister. We haven't seen that all that often.
Yeah, she's been like... She's appeared briefly in a couple of frames. That's about all we've gotten.
ネムあなたは集会所に逃げなさい私は務めを果たすからさあ行って村長になったばかりなのにまるで悪い神様が見張っているみたい
Now you can't say anything, Griff. Heroes, remember?
I can say anything I want, doesn't mean I'm right.
Oh, you're taking the old date-based meme approach, huh? Oh, remember, this is the only day I can post this meme on. No, I think you'll find I can post this any day.
Look, my source is that I made stuff up, alright? That's all I got.
Oh, the, what's it, Metal Gear
Metal
Solid
Gear Rising
5?
Your Vengeance.
Okay, I couldn't remember which game it was from.
So here's something I didn't state before, but until we just saw that Henry has a little sister, I actually had the thought, like prior to episode 4, I think, that Lupus, Regina, and Henry were dating.
Well, I mean, we've seen that she has a little sister before, literally in episode 1. Episode 1 of the show. Remember, she's covering her little sister from the knight who's about to attack them.
I completely blotted the detail from my mind. That's what happened.
Well, as we all know, I don't forget anything.
Of course.
When it pertains to an argument. I could forget everything, but the moment an argument starts, everything's back in there.
Oh, yeah. Quick, I need to start an argument with you about your knowledge of nuclear physics.
What do you want to
know? What's Lorentz function?
I don't. I said memory. I've never read that, so I have no idea. Plus, I don't think it was ever covered in Chernobyl. Wait, that's not the sequence of events he goes over on the board, does he? He's giving the speech to the High Council. In which case, it's coming back to me.
I would be honestly surprised if the series Chernobyl gave you an extensive idea of exactly what happens in a nuclear reactor.
Well, no, remember he goes over it point by point with the whole blue card, red card thing.
Oh, I never watched it.
That's what I'm saying. I think he actually goes over that the whole burning off of graphite on rods during... God, it's up there. I might actually know, Griff.
The graphite is a moderator element.
You're right, but in the meltdown of Chernobyl, it actually got burnt off of the rods because of the lack of water. Whereas water was reduced and steam was increased. That's the function, Griff! That's the fucking function! I got it! Told you
no, I have deceived you. I have tricked you, Theta. You have fallen for my ruse. The Lorentz function is actually about the speed of light and relativity.
What am I remembering? There is a function when it comes to nuclear fusion, rather.
I'm not sure what like the actual math is, but undoubtedly, yeah, they are just talking about like because the graphite isn't there to moderate the neutrons, it's going to go out of control.
No, there's a state that has to be maintained between water and steam because it has to produce steam. But there's a how much graphite is then in the process to moderate the function between heat and steam generation. Because too
Yeah.
much steam causes the overrun.
Yeah. I don't know if they have a specific name, but all of this does sound correct.
I'm saying which I picked up from a memory from Chernobyl, which I had forgotten until it became pertinent in an argument.
There we go. Demonstration of your memory right there. A+. There we go. Actual fight time.
They stopped fucking talking about Chernobyl and pay attention for the shots.
They were just doing the opening volleys. Now we got like the good stuff. Ogre v ogre. So, side thing that I don't think was ever said or covered. Do you think people in this universe actually level up via experience and doing the fights? Like, specifically, like a mechanical system because this is based off an MMO,
It
or...
has been covered.
Do tell again, then. Just so it's
Can't.
clear.
I can't, specifically because it's pertinent to future things. So,
Okay. Alright, it's covered in the future.
no, it's been covered already. Literally, the entire scene has been given to it. But if you didn't pick up on it, then it kind of spoils it to go over it further, because future scenes go over it further. I guess I'll only hint at it. Think of the last time you saw Hamtaro.
Oh, right, those scenes, yeah, no. Oh, that was a class change experiment. I was just thinking about, like, experience points and levels.
I wouldn't say it was class change, it was trying to learn new skills. What do you learn new skills? When you level up?
Yeah. Relevant, but not precisely what I was thinking. But it's okay. It's the logo.
Too late, I already sent that revision. Also, that's a troll, and clearly we have a goblin, maybe?
What is a troll but a very large goblin?
Well, goblins don't regenerate.
Because they're not big enough. Oh gosh, that's some Attack on Titan imagery.
He does have the most unlikely name. If I
I
said,
would honestly say the more fantasy things you see, the more likely something is just going to be called a bunch of goo.
well, I just mean, if I told you, give me a name that has 4 letters and 1 vowel in it, what would you give me?
4 letters, 1 vowel. Wop.
Wow, way to be racist. You do
What?
know that's a derogatory term for Italians, right?
I was thinking like Whopper for burger.
Yeah,
Or
but
whop as in like smacking something. Like wallop.
I told you it was derogatory, you said it 3 more times.
Meanwhile, our actual heroes here are actually doing a decent job of aiding.
Also, you could have just said something like Chad. There's a lot of 4-letter words that have 1 vowel in it.
My brain doesn't work too good.
Jumping right to the racial slurs, Griff.
How am I supposed to know what Italians don't like to be called? gonna look at that Wikipedia article later. It's gonna be like, oh yeah, this was a pejorative in like 1850. I'm gonna start calling things Peacock and Balderdash too, huh?
Also, you did recognize who that guy was, right?
Which guy?
The guy that was fighting.
Yeah.
For the benefit of the audience.
The troll's you. The great monster of the east, I think.
No.
これはバーゲストの鼻を騙せるほど臭いんだ。トロールにぶつけてやればしばらくは鼻が麻痺すると思う。
Also, for your benefit, it started in 1924 and has been used up until the Cold War. So, you know, the 80s.
私たちでおとりになりましょう。ただ一人だとスタミナが続かないから、うまく二人
The generation you were
交互に
born
で
in.
きないかしら。
ヘンリー、
任せて。まさかもう私たちの匂いを嗅ぎ分けている。
He didn't tell your scent, he just didn't like the building. And then his hands get stuck. Oh, that's great.
僕がおとりになった方が生き残れる確率は高い。リインフォースアーマー。
The longer the episode goes on, the more I'm worried that the event I was hoping for isn't gonna happen.
好きな人ぐらい守らせてよ。 かかってこいや。アシッドアロー。
Hey, spell. And it's useless.
それで助けを呼んできて。
Because as we all know, acid only prevents a troll from regenerating.
君こそ無事で。間違いなく死ぬね。
Do love how you went from immediately in the middle of a field to up against the wall.
There were a bunch of buildings around. They're in the town.
僕なんか突っ込まれたら終わりなのにさ。ヒプノティズム。
Ah, nope. Too many hit die.
Or too dumb.
Yep, that's the one hit that he's got in him. Don't mess up again. You gotta use your dodge roll. Use your iframes, man. Come on.
Well, I mean, he is the most important person in the village.
生きているんだから。
He also might be like the first or second highest level individual.
Incorrect.
アシッドアロー。
I mean, there's the adventurer, there's Henry, and then there's him. Everybody else is like a peasant or a goblin, right?
There's literally one person in this village who's from Nazareth.
I wasn't counting them. I'm talking about the humans.
You have to state your exclusions before you start saying your inclusions.
Speaking of, by the way, this is definitely going to be the point where Lupus Regina comes in and saves the day.
Is it?
If there's no other way, that's what's gonna happen.
いやー、体力レッドゲージって感じっすね。
All I said was, is it?
ヒール。ここにいると危ないっすよ。無事でよかった。本当に無事でよかった。
君もね。
I just remembered this isn't it. I am remembering further on into the show.
Ah, very good.
まあ、イチャついてるところ悪いっすね。
It died in the background before anyone
みた
noticed.
いなもんっすね。いやー、二人とも無事でよかったっすよ。あっちも問題なく解決したみたいっすしね。
なんとか勝ったようだな。勝ち時ですよ、姉さん。
それじゃお役目も終了なんで帰るっすね。お、オンフィーちゃん、紫ポーションの開発に成功したことを褒めたたえてアインズ様が自宅に招かれるそうっす。首を洗って待っていてほしいっすね。お、首を長くしてっすか。
Can't decide if it's gonna be threatening or nice.
姉さん、ウフィの兄さん、俺たちはちょっとみんなをこっちに誘導してきますよ。二人はその辺で休んでいてください。
助かったね。うん。運が良かったよ。
Lucky. Yes, of
もう
course.
二度とこんなことしたくないね。
What episode number are we on again?
I believe this is 5.
Which means all the exciting stuff that I'm looking forward to got packed into a real small space.
I'm actually surprised we didn't get more of the siege itself, but I mean, I guess we saw well enough that it was going okay.
Well, I mean, you know how much they had to work with.
Mhm.
僕にはわからないや。でもだとしたら嬉しいな。
Ah, come on, you just saw him declare his love for you and then risk his life for it.
その魔法の剣の使い勝手はどう？
剣の重さや重心の位置などにようやく慣れてきましたんで、前の剣並みに使えるようにはなりました。
We got the Buster Blade individual now.
トロールなんですかね。どうも変なやつだったんですよ。
変？
体の動き、再生能力が不能、切った感触。まるですでに死んでいる肉体が動いているような奇妙な違和感が。
死体が動く？ゾンビだっていうの？
わかりません。そういう種類のトロールだった可能性も。
There you go. You live in a fantasy world where anything is possible. How do you know what's true?
綺麗だよ、エンリ。
お待たせですよ。
失礼しました皆様。アインズ様のメイドユリアルファと申します。ウフィーレア様、エンリ様、そしてネム様をお迎えに上がりました。
Now here's the dinner date that the Heinz has been planning.
Yep.
すごい。いらっしゃいませ。すごいすごいすごいすごい。ネム、戻ってきなさい。すごい、こんなのすごすぎるよ。
そんなにすごいか？いや、そうだな。すごいだろ？私の住む場所は。
Heinz just literally cannot be angry at children.
Heinz literally has no
私の
emotions.
仲間たちと一緒にな。
すごい。ゴーン様のお仲間の方たちもすごい。ゴーン様、申し訳ありません。妹がプレイを働いてしまい。
気にすることはない。ネム、どうだね？私の、いや、私たちの作った家を一緒に見て回らないかね。
見たいです。
What kind of tour are they going to get? Are they going to see the arena, the torture pits? Nope, they're getting lunch.
ゴーン様にご迷惑をおかけしていないと
I
思う
mean,
け
they
ど。
specifically said you're gonna let
大
people
丈夫
into
だよ、
this
きっと。
room.
ゴーン
Last
様は
episode.
とても寛大なお方だもの。
エモット様、そんなに緊張なさらないでください。こちらをどうぞ。ありがとうございます。
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, no, that's about my level of sugar.
甘い。
うん、それだけ砂糖を入れればそうだと
I
思う
mean,
よ。
you made it that sweet.
村だと甘味は限られているからね。
I mean, at this point, it's honestly at the level of a Starbucks
覚えてい
coffee.
れば別なんだろうけど。
頑張って覚えて。
うん、はい。
お姉ちゃん、すごかったよ。ピカピカしてて綺麗ですごいんだよ。ゴーン様、妹が何か失礼なことをしなかったでしょうか。
Your sister has been replaced.
連れ回して悪かったね。
そんなめっそうもありません。
mean,
それで
that
は
would be an
ルフ
amazing
ィーリア
season
君と
4
ポーションの
reveal
件
for
につ
me.
いて話し合う前に食事でもしてきなさい。コースの内容はどうなっている？
本日の予定は一皿目オードブルにピアーシングロブスター、ノーアトゥーンの魚介をブルーテソースで、二皿目オードブルはビゾフニルのフォアグラのポワレをご用意させていただいております。スープはアルフヘイム産さつまいもと栗のクリームスープ、メインディッシュは肉料理を選ばせていただきました。ヨトゥンヘイムのフロストエージャントドラゴンの霜降りステーキです。そしてデザート、
Marbled steak of an ancient dragon. Alright.
それにアイスとのことで黄金紅茶のアイスクリーム添えです。
It seems
食後
more
の飲み物で
likely
すが、コーヒー
that
の
it
好み
comes
があ
from
る
the
と思いま
MMO
すの
that
で、
they came
こち
from
らの
and
方
not
で
this
ルレ
world.
シピーチウォーターも準備しております。
He's just like, what have I got in the cash shop here?
魔法の栄翔だ。
子供もいるとなるとフォアグラは
子供もいるのだからフォアグラは好みの分かれるところではないか。あとはさっぱりしたものもあった方が良いだろう。
はい、でしたらオードブルとしてホタテのサラダ、プラムスターのコンフィ添えがございます。
そうだな、こちらの方が良く
Literally
ないか。
could just have made her a hamburger and soda.
お任せします。
You've already seen the
とは言っ
twins
ても私は同席しない
do
つもりだ。
hamburgers and sodas all the
三人で
time.
そう
He's also had a spy in town this entire
家族にマナーを気にしない
time.
で食べてくれたまえ。あ、ルプスレギナにはもう一人追加だと言っておかなくてはな。
何ですかコーン様。
いや、なんでもないさ、ネム。さあ、こちらへ。
勝てないなと思って。あ、いや、
Seriously, it's
僕
the
が勝
worst
てるはずも
haircut.
ないんだけどさ。男としての格が違う。
You need to get a smaller bowl for your haircut.
でも私が好きなのはそんなウフィーだよ。
What have we learned from Chainsaw Man? Wait, I'm someone like me.
Oh. Yeah, the happiest ending of an episode so far. This is totally the actual ending of it, right? Yeah, there we go. The sense of timing was right.
I don't know. My mind was wandering. I was like, if this was Hellraiser, next scene would be just their disembodied hands floating in midair,
Oh, jeez.
cut off from their bodies.
So, next time on Hellraiser.
Well, I went from Made in Abyss to Hellraiser, and then what is Nazarick most like? Probably Hell from Hellraiser.
So, I mean, as far as, like, conclusions, this is the most concluded an arc could ever possibly be. There's, like, nothing hanging around afterwards. Whatever happens next, like, is just entirely anything. So we'll have to see what's next time in order to get a good idea of what we're gonna get into.
Well, I mean, what do you anticipate?
Well, we keep seeing our Greek boy doing his thing, so he has some interest, but I don't know what his goals are yet. We've seen him in a big chariot, so maybe he's going on the warpath.
Which boy?
The guy from the season 2 ending stinger.
Yeah.
初めて訪れたバハルス帝国の都は活気に満ち溢れている。若き皇帝ジルクニフの改革によって
Emperor Jirkniv.
実力があれば平民でも取り立てられるらしい。ある目的を果たした俺は漆黒のモモンとして帝国の冒険者組合に顔を出す。簡単な仕事があれば受けてもいいだろう。第6話、死霊のいざない。君たちはなぜこの依頼を引き受け
Can't
た？
remember if it is this coming episode here or the episode after. Given how I think everything is half the length that it should be, probably the episode after is one of the big things I've been waiting for.
Well, I mean, he said if it's an easy job, I should take it. Then obviously, the thing that's going to happen is that it's not going to be an easy job at all. So, No, it's entirely going to be set up next time. That's completely my expectation.
Tends to be the way of it.
So, just kind of retroactively, I'm thinking in my head, we've seen Enri have her powers of command. She didn't use them in the finale, and we don't have any closure on that yet or full explanation. So that's kind of sitting around. I'm wondering when it's going to pop next. And the answer is probably going to be, well, you'll have to wait till season 4.
What's gonna pop next?
Her powers and what they're about.
Sure.
Hey, yeah, I can take a guess.
I mean, yeah, you could take a guess. I think we already discussed this before, but sure.
Yeah, okay. Since you got nothing left to add on that, what else do we have to talk about this episode? Theta, what was your favorite part?
For I guess them visiting the tomb, rather.
Yeah, I think that was cute, and I definitely liked seeing a little bit more of Enri's little sister there.
That was a human element. You don't get a
Yeah,
lot of
exactly.
human elements when your main character is a lich.
Yeah, there's kind of like a lot, way too much setup in the show, and this was a nice little bit of pathos, 100%. So, I'm glad they added that part in. I think my favorite probably was actually the fight with the troll.
Which one?
Goo, who is undead apparently, which makes sense given he had his ass beat last time.
So the one we got didn't even see the completion.
Right.
The fight that literally happens off screen.
Well, it gets finished off screen, but I enjoyed the way that they were running, trying to be clever, using their smarts and the small amount of abilities that they did have. And just kind of seeing them attempt to be like somewhat heroic. I think that was an interesting part of like building their character and making them interesting individuals for the show.
Right, but that was the fight against Goo. That was a fight against some unnamed troll.
Yeah. Undead Goo.
No. Again, Goo was at the gate. The troll that they're running from and doing all the weird fighting thing is some green unnamed troll. It's not Goo.
Well, given a troll's a CR5 encounter, they must be below level 5. No, but like I said, similar to the way that there was a lot of pathos from the visiting Ein scene. The characterization there, I think, definitely helps me be interested in what the story of these two is as compared to like the story of Ein's. Where the story of Ein's is, I wonder how he's going to win next.
I feel like this is the gambling people from Witch from Mercury all over again. Because we already know what their story is. This is literally just maybe the first step from the middle of their story. Because their story has been from episode 1 till now.
Right. We've been following them the whole time, so no, I think giving them their screen time, giving them like something interesting to do, and an important part in the action of the story is good.
Right,
I like it.
I'm focusing on your now we're figuring out what they're about. And for me, you saying that is like the gamblers from Witch from Mercury, in that there's this whole background story unveiling, and you're just not paying attention to it.
I guess more to elaborate more. This is an all-star cast, right? There are so many individual characters in this show. You cannot expect every single one of them to be seen every single episode and get their spotlight. So the light has simply cycled back around to these two. And I'm enjoying it when that happens.
They've been the last 3 episodes. They're in the majority of season 1 episodes.
They weren't really there in season 2. That's what I'm saying. It cycled back around to them. We got an entire arc with them, and it was fun. Yeah. I like this. If I were to put just these 5 episodes in a bottle, I would say this is perfectly fine. I know. High praise. High praise, Sir Griffin. He was like, I have no opinions.
This is fine. The statement you say when the house is on fire.
So I guess before the house burns down, you got anything you want to end off on?
Let's see. No, because anything I can think of is just spoilers for you.
Fair enough then, so we'll go ahead and spoil it next time. For right now, this has been Stone Face Reactions, everybody. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we'll catch you next time. See you around. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone Face Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below, and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?